Hey guys, this is your boy Modern.
This is BC.
This is Kid Joe, and
Yo, it's Vanderball.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Billy.
Hello, this is Dugo.
My name's Akashi, guys.
What's going on, you fam? If you didn't hear, you're listening to the Rising Rush podcast, the greatest hub for all Legends news, breakdowns, and discussion.
Welcome to the Rising Rush podcast. I'm your host, Glow. We're joined by Desla, Obsto, and our special guest, everyone's favorite future movies, Vegeta Clan, and Meta main.
Fusions, can't forget Fusions on that bitch.
And Fusions main ZvG. How you
Yes,
doing,
sir.
man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. You know, I didn't get shafted on UV4, so I'm doing splendid actually.
How deep did you go on his banner?
I am currently 22,000 deep right now with one copy. I put him in 6K, and the last 15,000 have been complete trash. So,
Damn.
Yeah.
It'd be like that, man. I'm like 16K deep with one copy. I'm probably gonna buy the monthly packs like tomorrow and like go deeper on it. But just for those who don't know, with this since anniversary, we've gotten no campaigns. It's kind of crazy. After Kefla, nothing dropped. So the devs have decided to do a GT campaign after this drought, and we've been blessed with Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. I'll be honest, some really great animations and a really big impact on the meta. What we'll be talking about for this podcast is first, we'll be talking about the Tag 4s, who got their own unique equipment. Second, we'll be talking about Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Third, we'll be talking about how the current meta shapes up. And then fourth, last but not least, we'll be talking about what we think is going to come for the next parts of this GT campaign. What's going to be possibly the new LF release. So I think we're going to start off with the Tag 4s equip. Desla, as our residential Sun fan main, what do you think of it?
Honest to God, man, I am a massive fan. I mean, they are probably like a top 5 release for me ever as far as just this game's history. I mean, I dropped the game during 4th Annie and then came back right when they came out, and I'm so glad they came out just after the Blue Beast reset, and they were perfect for completely eviscerating him. Because, dude, the GT team for like a solid half a year until 5th Annie was generational, man. I'm telling you right now. I love that team to pieces. And I would love if the Purple 17 and like maybe even that, you know, Super Saiyan 4 Goku got a second unique equipment just so I can kind of relive those glory days. But I'll take what we got for right now. I'm very pleased with their performance, and it's been a hot minute since we've had like an LF with their plat actually be top 10 material, but I'm glad to say that that applies to this character.
Obsto, what do you think about the equip?
I think they're great and all. Like, their damage is fantastic. Their defense is pretty good. But they're missing a lot of key utilities, especially with cover null. They're very susceptible to being caught by a special cover change.
Yeah.
Like, that is a gigantic thing, and the fact that they didn't get any extra cover null means that if you're playing well with them, you're actively hurting yourself. Because you kill an enemy unit and you lose your cover null. You lose your cover null for the entire match.
Yeah.
That's really bad. Like, as you said, you know, covering all issues. I think they also have key issues as well, too. I feel like nobody's really talking about the fact that, you know, sometimes they are in desperate need of key.
It's
right?
weird, but like, I feel like only the Goku side suffers from the key issues.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because Vegeta doesn't care. Like, low arts costs, hand protection, which they both have, and like being able to just remove debuffs on his first card. I think Vegeta's well off with it, but Goku, nah. Like, he feels it. But ZvG, I guess, what do you think about the equip as a whole?
I think the equip is good. I think it definitely did what they intended it to do, which is to make the 4s competitively viable. I feel like they are, right? Like, if you want them on your team, like, you're not, like, you know, at a huge disadvantage against the other top tiers in the game. So I think overall, it's really good, a really good step in the right direction, especially since we're just, you know, coming from a previous LF that got buffed, and that buff wasn't good enough. But this buff right here is like, you know, platinums are the way to go. But as Obso was saying, right, the covering out issues, especially if you're winning, I feel like once you kill a unit on the enemy team, they become so much worse. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, the fall off is very evident. No covering out whatsoever is really, really bad. right? And obviously Goku has the key issues, but the damage is really good. The tanking is fine, but the covering up issues, the key issues, the consistency just isn't really there with them. But they do have a trump card, quote unquote, which is Goku's blue card, which has insane levels of damage, easy one shots if used correctly. I think they're really good. I think they're really good.
Now we'll move on to the man of the show, Ultra Vegeta. ZvG, why don't you start us off? What you got to say about it?
Okay, so as y'all know, I am a huge Vegeta fan, and I've been very vocal about the disservice that Vegeta has gotten this year. From Diamond Super Saiyan 3, who got replaced by a Zenkai, Evo, who we don't got respect about Evo, and then Ape, who there's a big gap between him and Kaken, right? So UV4 comes out, and like Glow said earlier, I think he definitely has a huge impact on the meta. Like he came in and just like hit the ground running. You see him a lot in PvP. I played a lot. I'm currently like what, top 200 right now. And he's almost in every game. So he's doing. So obviously, right? People are going to use good units, so that should indicate that he's really good. The only issue that I have is they didn't. Even though it would have sucked, I really wish that they would have restricted him in some way, because now we have the triple ultra team, which is just pure cancer, right? And obviously nobody really enjoys, or nobody wants ultras to really just dominate the game like that. But I think he's great. I think his damage is insane. I think the release gauge is very well thought out. It's satisfying to use, and it's not really like it's powerful, but I haven't been like, okay, this is toxic, this is too much, or anything like that. I feel like he's really good. His defensive capabilities is really good as well. The card cost increase to everybody on the team, him sealing a slot, him canceling buff effects, him having endurance. I think all those things make him a really good character defensively, in a sense, right? He can't like tank, but he can sort of combo a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And the switch attack, that's really good too, really useful. Combined with Namegoku's lock-in, like that's a really powerful combination right there. And yeah, I like him a lot. I just wish he had a little bit better benches, because Red Saiyans don't really have any good benches like that. But overall, I think he's great. I don't think he's super duper toxic. He's really, really good, but I like him. I like him a lot.
Obsto, what do you think about Ultra Vegeta 4?
What a way to start the GT campaign.
Yes, sir.
Like traditionally in this game, GT is very overlooked. They're not treated the best. Like GT can go years without buffs. It's happened multiple times too. But thankfully, they decided to buff this team for once, instead of the so-called year of GT last year, where we're getting a very, very strong unit to build that foundation for the team.
Dessler, what are your thoughts on Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta?
I mean, for me personally, I'm actually a big fan of him because, for one, I'm gonna have inherent slight bias because Super Saiyan 4 is just a top 3 form. If you don't agree, cry to your mama. On top of that, dude, just I don't know. I think it was slight little tweaks they did for his model that he just looks so much better than his 2019 one, which God, I fucking hope he would. It's a 5-year difference, but still, I think it was a slight shading difference or something. But I saw in the reveal his intro or whatever being shown off. I'm like, damn, man's looking good. But no, overall in terms of just his actual usage in game and all that, I think that, honest to God, I was worried they would overtune him a lot, because typically what they do with ultras 9 times out of 10 is they really try and force them to be the best character in the game on drop, which I don't think is the case with this Vegeta, because it's contentious as far as where people are placing these ultras right now. I'm seeing all kinds of different opinions, so I definitely think it's split or set in stone per se, which is actually a good thing. I am definitely a big fan of him though, just because he's very straightforward with what he's trying to do. Just obviously being a burst down character, I think he's probably got the best burst potential in the game, as far as just how his gauge works once it's actually the release type. I mean, you literally have infinite key. You can just fucking spam 6 cards or so. Yeah. They do a lot of damage. So, I think with that in mind, he's a very straightforward character and does his job fine, and doesn't tank terribly at higher stars. So it's also a plus. I I don't know. I think it's like Opso said, it's a very strong start to the GT campaign, and hopefully, unlike last year, they can actually sit the landing and have GT have some relevancy until, I mean, at least Fest. If worst case, they don't get buffed again during that celebration, but best case that they do, they already have some pieces to work with, and we can go from there.
Now, at least talking about the meta. Now, what do you guys at least think of the meta, ZvG?
Okay, I think the meta is. I wouldn't even say it got worse. Honestly, like it was already bad with the double ultras, and Vegeta coming out it's still just not in a great spot, right? Like nobody wants LFs to be obsolete.
Desla, what do you think about the current meta right now?
For me right now, I would definitely say we're kind of in like almost a purgatory state. I don't know how else to really put it. Like we just really haven't shifted the needle all that much. If anything, like you're just gonna keep seeing triple ultra teams now pretty consistently, just because like why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Head and Shoulders the best comp in the game for a reason. There's almost no restrictions for using it, so why wouldn't you use it out?
So what do you think about the meta right now?
Like you guys are saying, it just hasn't changed. If anything, another unit has just joined it. But funnily enough, like as good as Vegeta is, it doesn't feel like much has changed. Of course, like you're gonna still be running into Vegeta a lot, but you're still going to be running into the Anniversary Ultras.
Yeah,
Like that's not going to be changing for until at the very least Fest.
yeah.
And
Oh, bro, wait. No. Hold on. This just reminded me. Thank you, Opsto. Bro, I want the dumb fucks who thought Nameku was dead when this fucker came out to be hung. Now, I'm being serious.
Bro, I mean,
they gotta go, dude. Get rid of them. They need to be
the community
society,
is so
dude.
reactionary.
Holy God,
bro.
they're so
like,
stupid,
they're so reactionary. Like,
Oh
like
God.
my whole thing is, bro. Like, Never Goku is probably the hardest unit to actually like kill off.
Like,
right?
dude, I'm
Like,
so serious. I'll say this with my chest out. I'm so fucking confident. He has not gone off a top 10 until, like, at the absolute best case scenario, the end of Fest. I'm so fucking serious.
I can see
It's
that
going to be
easily.
that difficult to do it.
Because if Fest comes out and we think if what we think is gonna come, then Never Goku is probably gonna synergize with that shit. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
They just made his kit so free, man. Like, it's
the-
so
Yeah.
easy to use him with any fucking two characters ever.
free
Mhm.
kit, great Z ability, versatile ultra ability. He's just Saiyans. It's like either you
the
leave
best
it or
ultra
no.
ability, actually. Like,
Yeah,
the
probably
best,
the best.
ever. It will ever be. Unless another one comes out that has, like, why the fuck did they give him Saiyans? Like, honestly.
It makes
Like,
sense given it, but like
It does. But
it's just strong as shit.
that shit has fucked team building, bro. Honestly.
Well, it's honestly probably gonna go down as like they're gonna probably drop like a dedicated counter to him if he's gonna exist.
Wait, hold on. That's a lot of people were saying that Never Goku was gonna die. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't really.
Yeah,
Mad folks were
dude.
saying
Oh, my
it.
God. No. This is my unit. Shut up. So,
Sorry,
okay. So, okay. Dude, like the amount of people I'm fucking seeing, I know it's bait. Like the fucking gif of the guy from Hunter x Hunter, from like,
Yeah.
him like looking down at the ground like fucking forming a fist. I know it's
Yeah.
rage bait, but why am I still getting angry?
Yeah.
Like every time I see these stuff in like these fucking stupid ass posts, like just, bro, the new hot unit's red. He's gonna be dead. No, he's not.
Mhm.
Like, dude, I don't understand how even if you're rage baiting, you think that it's even remotely convincing besides just farming interactions. Because, like, bro, you would think that the perfect literal tailor-made counter to counter him like 1-to-1 with Zenkai Cooler would have done anything. Well, for one, if they didn't fucking gimp him beyond belief, but barring that, if a tailor-made counter could literally do fuck all to him as far as just, that was concerned, and now a fucking red ultra did nothing to him as far as like impacting his performance, at that point, I'm left just fucking, shrugging my shoulders and going, well, I guess he's going nowhere anytime soon. Because, like, dude, I'm so serious, man. Frieza is, like, way easier to get fucking rid of immediately compared to fucking Goku. All it's going to take, I'm so serious, you give fucking, like, the purple that comes out just either a lock or permanent endurance null. One of those two things, Frieza's gone. I guarantee you. He's fucking dead. No chance. Goku, again, he is such a fucking team player, man. Like, it's just, I can't for the life of me begin to comprehend what they're gonna have to fucking pull off besides just power creeping his numbers. That's the only way I can imagine that he gets gone. I
Yeah.
don't see it happening like any other way.
Yeah, he's probably the most unselfish one we've had because like every other ultra. I won't even say he's the most unselfish, but I'd say he's the one that actively like helps his team. Like Ultra wasn't selfish, but like he's not actively helping his team. Every other Ultra has really been like very much DPS focused, at least the summonable ones. I think he's the
Usually.
first one that's kind of like, yeah, I'm a DPS, but my main gimmick is like kind of being that like overarching protector for my team. And I think that's like the big thing for Yamagoku that's probably going to keep his value alive. Now, the final part of our podcast segment where we're going to talk about is what do we think is the next LF that's going to drop? Because most likely, I won't. Is it next week or the week after? No, because this week was Vegeta. So next week should then be something else. And then the week after should be whatever this LF is. So from GT, let's start off with you, Duslo. What do you think is going to be the next premium LF release?
I'm probably locking in between one of two things, and I think that either one's reasonable since we haven't seen the characters got any major representation in a hot minute. It's either going to be just a like simple GT Super Saiyan Kid Goku, just that's it,
From what?
or
From
it's
where?
going to be like the Black Star Saga. Yeah, that'd be one. And then the second one can be just Majub, like a fusing one.
Oh, with Oob. So he goes from Oob to Majub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he'd probably be like, well, would it then be like a tag Oob and Boo or like
Oh
fuse
nah, that would
transform
require them to be creative. So no, they can't do that. They'd just be transforming.
All right, that's valid. ZvG, what do you think? What's your choice for the next GT buff?
Because a lot of people are saying that LF4 cool, right? But I'm not buying that. I don't think we're
God,
getting
I
LF4
fucking hope
cool.
not, man.
I think is it because you have no CC? That's not weird.
Dude, I have CC, but I want to save, brother.
Okay. I don't think it's LF4 cool. I don't think it's LF4 cool. But if it's not LF4 cool, I genuinely didn't have any other like thoughts about who it could be. Because I feel like we really have all the major villains as LFs already. Baby, Super 17, Omega, shit like that. I think Oob LF would not be bad. I think Oob LF would actually be really cool, depending on how they do it. If it is Oob to Majub transformation type thing, I would really like that. That'd be amazing. So I have to go off this aspect, honestly. I'll see Oob. I'll see LF just from Oob. I think that'd be cool. Or like do we have like a revival kind of character? Like Oob dies, defeated with Majin Buu and then boom comes back and shit like that. So
That could happen.
yeah.
That's valid. I think that's a potential thing. Obsta, what is your choice for the next LF release?
I genuinely think it could actually be at least a double 17. I genuinely think that.
You want double 17 fusing into Super 17.
It doesn't have to be fusing.
Synchro gauge?
It doesn't have to be fusing, but I'm just going to say that the devs have a track record of bringing back mechanics like unique gauge or tap action for Android units for whatever reason. Like the very first unit with a unique gauge after UI sign was a cell. I'm not saying that they have to be synchro. They could fuse another way or whatever, but it would be fun if they are. But not only that, but they would help so many other teams than just like a Goku. Like they would help PO, they would help androids, they would help GT themselves.
Yeah, I think that's about it for all of us. Appreciate you guys being out here listening to the podcast every time we drop for a new release. I appreciate the Twitch chat. Sometimes when we do this with some of the streamers, sometimes they'll do it live with their chat. I appreciate you, ZvG, in the chat for giving their little inputs and takes and everything. But that's it for this week. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will catch you guys later on the next release, and hopefully doesn't leave a bad taste in our mouth like a certain movies are left. All right, we'll catch y'all later. Be safe. See ya.